It is currently 6:45 on a Saturday morning, and really one of the only things that could ever get me up at this hour is going thrifting. Come on, we both know. I'm outside of the Goodwill bins today, and I haven't been in a few months. As of today, actually, the Goodwill bins in Orange County is expanding, so there are gonna be more rows of bins, there's gonna be more options for you when you shop, and I am so excited because they've invited a few of us to come a little early for a preview, so I have no idea what to expect. I'm so thrilled. I love the bins so much. Basically, Goodwill Marketplace is a place where instead of thrifting like clothes hanging on the rack, they throw everything in these bins and you just kind of dig through it. It's a lot more discounted. It's weighed by the pound as opposed to being priced per item. You can find really good stuff. I've found vintage, I've found Disney. There's also like, you know, a mixture of things. So it's definitely for like the thrifter who likes to hunt. And that is me, let me tell you. So I think I've got everything I need. I've got my water, I've got my gloves, I've got my reusable bag. So we're gonna head inside. From 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is when they're letting people shop around, and then at 8 it opens to the public and everyone will shop, and I'm so excited. So without further ado, let's try a fun little different way of going thrifting and head into the bins, the brand new expanded bins, and see what they've got. Here's my parking lot fit check of the day. Let's go thrifting!
Got about an hour on the clock. Challenge accepted.
So if you've never seen a Goodwill bins video before, or one of mine, it is just essentially a lot of digging. You're digging through these piles of clothes, you kind of move from bin to bin and really look for anything relatively cute. Usually I'm going a lot faster than this. I think in the beginning I'm just sort of getting my bearings. I don't know what's going on with that.
The thing about the Goodwill bins is you kind of just have to grab and think later. In fact, I need to even be moving faster than I am right now. You just sort of have to like use a different part of your brain, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going as fast as I can.
So really what I'm looking for when I'm digging is different colors, different patterns. Then when I see something I like, I kind of grab it. I look at the tag first, number one, to see what the size is, and number two, to see if it's like a vintage item or if it's something newer. It's always an added bonus when you find something vintage or even something that looks handmade, like someone made this at home. So cute.
Cute. Somebody made this. It's so cool.
One of the other things I love about the Goodwill bins, this isn't sponsored by the way, this is just genuinely me being excited about thrifting and finding different fun ways to thrift, but something I also love is that every time you go, it's completely different. So sometimes you can find a ton of vintage, sometimes you can find a bunch of outerwear, sometimes you can find dresses, sometimes you can find undergarments, like it completely depends. So I'm just kind of sorting through my little piles, going from bin to bin, just checking to see what piques my interest. I really loved this striped top, but it unfortunately wasn't my size.
Ooh, this is cute. Actually, this is really nice. It's a genuine leather, vintage, what is this called? Access by Liz Claiborne, suede skirt. Look at that. Every time I'm at the bins, it feels like everything is kids' sizes. Got lots of like cargo style pants. None of them are in my size. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed already. Yeah, come on, Harry Styles. This is a, wait, what is this? This is a poncho? Oh wait, this is kind of cute. I don't know. Cart now, think later. Got some shorty shorts. I might get these for Drew. They're in his size. He's really into his, as he calls them, slutty little shorts. Got a little red wrap dress. I'm not as into wrap dresses anymore. Something in my gut is being like, move on, girl. So I think I need to listen. Let's move on to the next. We have a Charter Club, size 14, little like vintage kind of A-line dress, maybe. All right, we got polka dots. I do love polka dots. It's not exactly the like style I like, but really cute. I want to get one of you too.
I definitely grabbed that bee-esque sweater, which we will go through later. I found this really cool vintage, almost kind of raincoat, windbreaker, sort of something in between with a vintage tag. We love to see that, so that's going in the cart immediately. I couldn't tell whether this was a pool cover-up or just a more sheer top. It's kind of like a tie front, almost caftan style shirt, so I was like, could this be cute for something for the beach? I don't know. We'll think about it later. Then I found these ugly little guys. Or, you know, I use the term ugly loosely, but they're like a cool tone, chocolate brown, longer bike short. So we'll think about that later. We have a little chevron in the building. We have this really cool robe. I love these colors. The sort of fuchsia and bright red together are gorgeous. And speaking of gorgeous, look at this lace dress. I mean, the material was kind of a nightmare, but it was vintage. It was such a beautiful lace dress. Imagine that with like some really cute black biker combat boots. Oh, what a stunning look that would be. I also found a Forever 21 piece. Who remembers Forever 21? Oh my god, RIP. I know I think they still have pieces like in random other retailers, but that was a throwback. Loved this little vintage embroidered kind of denim striped button-up top. So cute. I can't remember every single piece I looked at, but that striped piece had to have been for a kid or something, but I kind of regret getting rid of that because that was really cute. So I don't know. Anyways, I found this really thick cardigan for winter that had penguins on it that I thought was fun. It had a hood and wood buttons as well. I'm always going to gravitate towards floral. This was brand new with tags still, but it was a puff sleeve and I'm just not as much into the puff sleeves of it all these days. Love anything polka dots at the moment. So I found this halter maxi dress that was red with polka dots. I think I was trying to find the tag to see if it was vintage and then also see if it was my size. I think it was close to my size, but maybe not exactly. But again, we put it in the cart and we think about it later. That's the motto. This dress was new, but it felt really nostalgic. It felt like something I would have worn to Sunday school in the 90s, so I thought that was cute. I found an Exhilaration bikini top, and I thought that might be cute for layering or something, so that went in the cart. Those floral leggings, if those were in my size, probably would have gotten them, but unfortunately those were for a child. Story of my life. You can find just so many different things in the bins, everything from these sort of almost like very classic kind of East Coast sweatshirts that are amazing but not in your size. You can find bikini bottoms, underwear, bras, like there's truly everything. Loved this vintage tag. Don't remember that brand, but that was a really fun denim jacket. They also had a couple of bins set out that had shoes in them, and if I was in need of a pair of red cowboy boots, I absolutely would have grabbed those. Like, look how fun some of these shoes are. Those cowboy boots were brand new, by the way. There was this kind of over the knee, very classic, very nostalgic boot that I absolutely loved. There were some black cowboy boots. Look at these. These are amazing. They're vintage. So good. And they would have been so affordable, but I already have a pair that I love. I'm pretty sure I actually held on to these for a little while and I was like inspecting them a little closer because I was like, should I get them? And I was like, no, let's not be excessive about it, but amazing find. There's everything from rainbow Crocs to loafers with heels. Do you remember these when we were wearing business casual to the club? Yeah, that was a throwback. If it wasn't like the peak of summer at the moment, I probably would have gotten these Juicy Couture, like kind of boot style slippers. I just thought those were so fabulous. There was even a pile of books. So there was everything from kids books to adult books. There was tons of stuff to choose from. Then we're back into the clothing bins. We're digging. One thing I will openly admit is that, especially at the bins, I get thrift blindness. Thrift blindness is a true problem that I have where I will see something and it's not something I would ever pick out normally, but I'm like, it's only $3 or less. Like, how could I make this work? I mean, that was adorable. Not in my size, sadly. Devastating. But then I'll find a piece like this, and it's from Forever 21, and I'm like, wait, should I get this and do like a little throwback? RIP Forever 21, you know what I mean? But then I'll see something like this, and I'll be reminded, okay, you know what? You need to get back on track. Let's stop getting distracted. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this by any means, but I am trying to be a lot better about the thrift blindness and just sort of, be a little more discerning when it comes to an item. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean you're gonna wear it. And will I ever learn? I don't know, but I'm trying my best. I loved this little denim dress. Look how cute that was. If I didn't already have one similar, probably would have gotten it. But here's Alexa and I just digging away.
Every time I see a kid's thing, I'm like, why isn't that in my size? I don't know why, but this like little feather thing reminds me of the fembots. It's burned into my millennial brain forever.
I saw this jacket, which almost stopped me in my tracks. This was pretty much an exact jacket that my grandpa used to have. It's just so cozy and nostalgic to me. I don't have a use for it. I probably would never wear it, but that was just so special to see. Another throwback was these striped pants, jeans, I can't remember exactly. I think they might have leaned more pants, but those were really fun. I found this kid's shirt that if it was like maybe 2 sizes bigger, I probably would have tried to wear as a baby tee. It said Happy Camper. I thought that was adorable. Every now and then you can also find really good denim gems. I found this pair of jeans, which I thought maybe would be fun for like an oversized baggy jean. They've got the perfect amount of kind of worn in, faded, sort of like a little bit ripped and tattered that only can be done with time. So threw those in the basket. One of my best finds of the day was this Harley Davidson tee. I was so pleased with that I kind of shoved it deep down in my cart. I was like, this is my secret little find, and I was so pleased about that.
This is a really cool vintage shoulder pad velvet. I think it's a top or maybe it's a dress. It says it's a 1X. But yeah, these are really cool colors. I like this one. I'm not gonna get it, but pretty neat.
I found a really good pair of cargo shorts that I thought would be perfect. They were in my size, but I had just recently thrifted a pair of those already and they were pretty similar, but I thought that was cool to find those. Those could be styled so adorably. I'm pretty sure this was a children's pajama shirt, but it says I long to be around you, and it has the little sausage dogs, which I thought was very cute. I loved this Justice top. Look at how fun that is. Who remembers Justice?
All right, I'm on the new side now for the first time. This was kind of the one that was like the most gone through when we got here, or like the busiest, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see what's in store. Holy 2005. That is so funny. There was a time when these Lacoste shirts were everything. You had to be there.
There was this really nice LL Bean button-up top that I thought would be perfect for my boyfriend, so I grabbed that and threw it in the cart. It's like nice and worn in and just really comfortable. I found a pair of wide leg white pants. We got a little goofy. You know, you never know what you're looking for. The theme of the day is devastated that was a children's piece and not in my size. Whoops, dropped you there. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna lie, the millennial in me definitely jumped out for this one. I immediately threw it in my cart. We'll talk about it later. I actually thought that this racing jacket was perfect. It was actually like a Purina, like I think that's maybe like a dog show jacket or something, but I just thought it was really cool. Had a little Oogie Boogie Bash sweatshirt. I feel like that's limited merch from Disneyland, so that's pretty cool. I was actually thrilled about this maroon zip-up sweatshirt with the vintage tag. It was a 3XL, but I thought maybe, you know, I could wear it in a more baggy, sort of unzipped way, so I threw that in the cart immediately. It was from the starter brand. I really liked these pinstripe pants as well. These were by the brand George. I want to say these are from like Kohl's or Dillard's or something like that. Threw those in the cart because I was like, I'll try them on over my skirt. I don't care. Found these Nike pants. These kind of athletic pants were really cool. Honorable mention was this gorgeous dress that wasn't in my size, but it was just so beautiful. I absolutely loved this. Kind of had like a slightly vintage tag. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors with boots. Oh my God, stunning. Another perfect t-shirt that I would absolutely love for it to be in my size, but it's for a child. Then we have the poodle skirt. Who remembers those? I think I had a red one and a blue one for like a father-daughter dance or something growing up. Anyways, now we're at the part where we're just sort of like holding everything up, inspecting the cart, seeing what items like I just kind of threw in on a madness, and then which ones I actually would consider. So I've got like a definitely yes pile, a maybe pile, and then a no pile. That one was covered in paint, didn't see that. Devoed about that. We have this one. You know, we'll just have to wait for the haul to decide, but I mean, it's kind of great. We've got the LL Bean shirt that upon further inspection, I think had like just a couple little marks on it, and I was like, it's cute, but I just don't know if Drew's gonna wear it. I'm so sad I didn't get this. I don't know why I didn't. I feel like maybe it was a little bit shrunken, but I really love that. I'm sad. I, for whatever reason, didn't get this red dress. I'm regretting it now. Oh, I think it was the neckline. I think I didn't love the neckline. I would have liked it more if it was like a V-neck. There was this vintage Indiana tee that I thought was really cool, especially if I cut off the collar or something, but I decided not to go for it. These jeans, I'm so devastated. They were just a little bit too baggy on me. I was trying to see like maybe I could wear a belt or something, but just couldn't make it work. I liked the bathing suit idea in theory, but that's just not my ideal kind of top. Really loved those bike shorts. I found another pair of kind of shorter running shorts, but decided not to go with those. Again, this sort of like cover up, tie up thing. I had a vision, but I was like, you know what? Let's just save this for somebody else. This jacket. It's just so good. Like, do I wear jackets that often where I live? No, it's hot, but I just really like it. And I think for the couple times that I will wear it, it will be amazing. The bee sweater. We must talk about the bumblebee sweater. I mean, it's so cute, but it just wasn't the right size, wasn't the right fit. I did decide to go with the Harley tee, but I forgot to show that. But here's like a little overview of it in my cart. Then we're moving on to this really cute polka dot dress that could be styled the right way, but it was just a little bit too like nautical for me. This one I'm devastated about. I immediately pictured it with the exact outfit that I'm wearing right now. I was like, is this gonna fit? I don't know. It's in my right size. And let me tell you, it was the perfect fit. Went on like a dream. It buttoned up like a dream. And then I realized that the zipper was completely broken and I don't feel like repairing that or fixing it. So sadly, that one had to go back. But it was a gorgeous suede sweater. Got those shorts for Drew. Again, just an absolute case of thrift blindness. I was like, could this be off the shoulder and like a fun Y2K vibe with some platform wedges or something? Maybe, but I don't know. I also found this Banana Republic zip up sweater, this kind of quarter zip, mock neck. Yeah, again, I was like, could this be cute? Look at the tag. Come on, it's everything, but it's also no. We're ending it off on this gorgeous colored sweatshirt. It's vintage, but there were stains all over it. So sadly, I had to let this one go, but I found some actually pretty good stuff today.
All right, they are about to open to the public and we're gonna hang out for a little bit, take a photo at the photo booth, pay for all of our stuff. I will wash and sanitize it, and then I'll catch up with you later for the haul and I'll show you what I ended up getting. This was such a fun way to spend a Saturday morning.
All right, it is actually like a week later. I ended up getting sick. I'm better now. Anyways, I have got everything washed and sanitized. I actually washed and sanitized everything twice just to make sure. And here is my very random Goodwill bins haul. I ended up spending $20, so I thought that was pretty good considering the amount of stuff I got. And lately at the Goodwill bins, instead of finding kind of like fun, funky pieces, I've been finding a lot of athleisure, a lot of kind of basics. So it's actually been kind of fun to end up with something a little different than what I typically would. So I guess I'll just go through the pile and show you everything I got. I got 1 t-shirt, 2 bottoms, and 3 kind of jackets slash sweatshirts. So I'll start with the t-shirt, and actually this is kind of, I think, my favorite find of the day. So we'll start with this, and this is a Harley Davidson t-shirt. This is like an authentic Harley tee. I really like the skull on the front, and Alexa has been inspiring me lately with her cute Harley tank top that she wore. If you guys watched the video where I styled her from her own closet, as well as a few other creators. She wore the outfit that I styled that had the Harley tee. It's just so classically 2018, 2019. If you've been around since then, since the Harley tee days, let me know. But yeah, I think this is so cute, and I think it'll be cute with bike shorts. I think it'll be cute with some jeans. I haven't quite decided if I want to do like full t-shirt or if I want to cut it into like a tank top or something like that, but we'll see. I would imagine it was under $3, so happy with that. Next, for the 2 pairs of bottoms, this actually is a totally random find, and these are from Reebok. These seem like a little bit older, but I'm not sure how old, but these are a random pair of long bike shorts, I guess you could say, and they're this kind of like really cool toned faded brown color, and then it has this pink on the waistband, and I just couldn't put them down for some reason. I was like, I don't know, you're kind of ugly, but I kind of love you. I don't know if I'm gonna style these like IRL. Like, I don't know if I'll do a flowy white tank top and something with them, or if I'll just do like a kind of more athleisure type of look, white tank top, sneakers, that kind of thing. But I just thought they were fun, so I decided to try them out. And that's what I like about the bins too, is that I feel like you can get a little more experimental because there's lower stakes, you know? It's like a $2 to $3 item maximum, and it feels like, I don't know, for me anyway, I'm much more willing to try something out for the first time instead of, you know, buying something new and it's like $45 or something like that. It's like a couple of bucks, and I don't know, if you guys think they're ugly, that's fine too, but I just think there's something cute about them, and I was like, nobody wants them, and so I will take them. I don't know what kind of like psychology that is. It's probably thrift store blindness. I've heard of that a lot, where you think something is cute because it's affordable and it's at the thrift store. But either way, I stand by my girls, okay? My little biker shorts and me against the world. All right, next up I found a pair of Nike pants, and these are just like a typical track pant, kind of athletic, but they're low rise and they're not as baggy high-waisted. They're sort of a little more fitted and then they kind of flare at the end. And I was like, I don't know, this is a risk because I haven't tried them on, and they are a size extra large. So I was like, okay, I think I can go for it, but they are a little loose on the waist. So they'd actually be super cute with what I'm wearing right now. Outfit inspo idea? I don't know. But actually the only thing that's a bummer is I can tell that there used to be, I didn't know this when I bought them, but I could tell there used to be a drawstring. So I don't know if I need to just like get a drawstring and kind of work my magic with like a safety pin and add a drawstring, and maybe that'll help make them a little tighter around the waist because they are a bit loose. But other than that, I think they're a super cute pair of track pants, and like Nike brand, really good quality. They feel really nice. I don't think they're vintage or anything like that. They're probably a little bit newer. Wanted to see if maybe they have a tag similar to Old Navy. If that's the case, it might be from 2010. But they're just like a simple pair of trackies, as the Australians would call them, I think. Or is that what you guys call shoes? I can't remember. Either way, I think they're cute. And again, for like a few dollars, honestly, a fantastic addition to my closet. Could not complain at all, even if I tried. Okay, now for the jackets slash outerwear. I got a couple of different things. This one I sort of got with Drew in mind, but also I kind of like it for myself too, and maybe for a potential project. And this is a Banana Republic, kind of like zip up, what did they call this? A quarter zip sweatshirt? Kind of mock neck. It's got a gray color, but I'm wondering if I could dye it. Like maybe I could dye it black. Maybe I could dye it like a dark blue or like an eggplant, something cool for fall, maybe like a forest green. It's an extra large, and so it's just nice and baggy and oversized, and the quality is fantastic. Are you kidding? Banana Republic always has good quality. I'm trying to see the material. I want to say this is 100% cotton. The tag is completely washed off. Okay, so I can't tell, but I would guess that it's 100% cotton. It feels phenomenal. So I was like, okay, even though it isn't like a fashion piece, it's just a basic, it's a staple. It's nice to wear when you're out on a walk, if you want to go to the beach, whatever it may be, and it's just really good quality and it'll last years and years and years. I love the quarter zip. I think that's so cute. I'm really loving things zipped all the way up like this. I just think it's such an adorable look. So TBD on what color I'm gonna dye this, if at all. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you think I should dye it, and if so, what color should I dye it, or do you think I should just leave it alone with this kind of like faded gray? I don't know. We'll see. This one might have been a little bit of thrift store blindness. I'm not gonna lie. Like this one I was kind of influenced just based on nostalgia, and I went with it, and we'll see where we end up with that. But this is by the brand Social Collusion. I don't know what brand that is. It might be like Hot Topic or something, but it's this striped hoodie with a star on the back. Hello millennials, tap in. This is just so fun for me. This reminds me of MySpace. Like to me, this just gives MySpace, and I love it. I'm not sorry about it. I don't think I will wear this in like a full sort of like cosplay kind of outfit, but I probably will wear it with just like leggings when I'm going to get coffee or whatever. It's really like the material on the inside that I quite prefer. It's not that really buttery, soft, make you sweat kind of material. It's just like terry cloth almost, but like a little bit softer, and it's so nice. I really actually love this, like unironically. So millennials, let me know what you think. How do we feel about this? Are we experiencing PTSD or are we in support? Let a girl know. I just really love the star on the back. One thing about millennials is we love stars. I have a star tattoo. I've gone through such a star phase. Actually, I've never left it. Really, honestly, if we think about it. I have had so many star print things in my life. I put stars in every single one of my thumbnails. Like, it is just a part of me, and you can't take that away. So yeah, really kind of pleased about this, and catch me around town wearing my millennial goth or emo circa 2007 sweatshirt everywhere I go. And then last but not least was a sort of another, like, I don't know, wild card, I guess you could say, but I really like it, and I think it's gonna be great. This is by Gear for Sports. It's kind of like a raincoat, I guess you could say, and it's this red raincoat with a navy lining, but I just think it's such a good classic raincoat. It's really well made. You can tell it's probably from like the 90s or the early 2000s based on the tag, or maybe like the 2010s, I'm not sure, but I really love it. I also like that it's kind of a more faded red in person. It's not that like red, you know? So yeah, that is everything that I got for $20 at the thrift store, and I would definitely recommend checking out the Goodwill bins if you want to see their expansion in Orange County. It is so nice. Of course, make sure you check out my friend Alexa's video. It will be linked down in the description box below. She was there on this day, and she already actually uploaded her video, and you can see a different perspective and different parts of the bins that I missed probably, or maybe some of the same things too. I always think that's fun. And yeah, let me know if you want to see me do more bins content in general. I tend to go there, like, I don't know, lately a couple times a year, but let me know if you want to see more or any other kind of thrifting that you want to see in general. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!